Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Monday morning, and guess what? Baby Cinco requested muffins. So I'm gonna try something new today, y'all. I'm gonna try this silicone muffin pan, and I'm gonna see. But I got this right here to hold it steady when I'm trying to get it in and out the oven. I got my oven preheating to 400. Since I'm trying something new, that's why I decided to come in a little bit earlier. So it is exactly 5:01 in the morning, and I'm trying something different. Wish me luck, I guess. So I was told you don't have to grease the silicone. I'm gonna try to grease too and see if it makes a difference. Okay. So we're gonna do our own little experiment. There's my oven. We're gonna do our own little experiment right now. So y'all bear with me, okay? I'm just gonna spray too. And we're gonna see how it do. We're gonna see if what they say is right. So what I have is the blueberry muffins. This is what I'm using today. And I'm gonna use almond milk. Okay, so it says a fourth of 1/4 a cup of the almond milk. Well, it don't say almond milk, but it say milk. So we gonna use what we got. Just a little dash more. Okay, so I got my milk. So y'all can see what I'm doing. Still trying to get it set up right, y'all. So I thank y'all for hanging in there with me. It's Monday morning. Be like Coco Jelly. Coco Jelly be making a song for everything. Coco Jelly gonna sing a song, say, I'm walking down the hall. I'm going to catch the bus. She gonna make a song for it. Who else I've been binge watching? Coco Jelly. I've been binge watching Pre-Retirement Days. I've been binge watching Easy Street with Jen, because I had missed like 2 of her videos and I didn't even realize it. But I said Easy Street with Jen. Yeah, Easy Street with Jen. I had missed like 2 of her videos, so I caught her live yesterday, and I caught up on 2 of her older videos that I had missed last night when I couldn't sleep, of course. Let me add this milk. Who else have I been catching up on? Because I woke up, y'all know I woke up at 3 in the morning. I woke up at 3 in the morning. It was somebody else who I was watching, because I had missed one of their videos. But I know Easy Street with Jen, I had missed 2 of hers. I was like, how in the world did I miss 2 of her videos? Did I get a notification? Pre-retirement days, I caught like 3 of her videos. I don't like how thick that is, so I'm going to add a little bit more milk, y'all. Buenos dias, ¿cómo está? Como esta? Muy bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias. Y usted. Y usted. Monday morning. Still don't like the consistency. A little too thick for me. But I don't want it to be too liquidy. So I don't want to do too much, but I just know I didn't like that consistency, okay? Get in there and beat it down, beat it down. Does that look a little bit better to y'all? Let me see. I said, oh, baby Cinco done asked for some muffins. He caught me. He got me, y'all. But I'm going to make it do what it do. My oven has preheated. We're going to try this silicone pan. We're going to see how it works out. Y'all, this is going to be new for me. I was told you don't have to grease the silicone, but we gonna see ourselves which one is best. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in. So we got 2 that are greased. These over here are not greased. I usually use these molds for my Oreo candies, the chocolate covered Oreos. That's all these make? It's 4? Are you serious? Some of this little pack right here, y'all. If y'all used to seeing these little packs right here, this all you get out of it. I just got it because it seemed simple. It said just add milk. Let me see if I can get one more. Let me see if I can get 5 out of this. Let's see. Come on. Maybe if I can get one of my rubber spatulas, that'll help. I can see so much what the Lord has done for me. I can see so much. See so much. I'm thinking if I use the rubber spatula, I might be able to scooch out a little bit more. Scooch out. That's y'all. I don't know if y'all familiar with that term, but yeah. I get corrected a lot on the things that I say. But I asked my grandma one day, I was like, are we Gullah Geechee? Do we have some Gullah Geechee in us? And she was like, what? But the reason why I asked her that is because when I was working, there was some people in there that was Gullah Geechee, and they kept asking me was I Geechee because of the way I speak, some of the words that I use. And I started looking into it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I grew up with somebody saying that, or like, go on in yonder and grab that out that Frigidaire, boy. Stuff like that. So they was like, are you Gullah Geechee? Because I can understand it when they're speaking really fast to each other. But I wouldn't say it's because we have Geechee in our family, but I will say we just country, just down home country folks. So I tried to scoop out at least 5 out of there, y'all. And like I said, the ones on the right, that's the ones that's greased. So we're going to go ahead and find out what's going on with this. We're going to go ahead with our little experiment. And I put it on this pan so it won't be so hard to get in and out the oven. And I just put a little bit of water at the bottom of this. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. This is my first time doing this one, y'all. Baby Cinco got me on this one. I said, what you feel like eating? I asked him yesterday. He said some muffins. So we got this out of Kroger. But like I said, I'm a little disappointed that it only makes like 4 or 5. And those are pretty small. The little muffin pan I'm using, the little silicone thing, kind of small. Okay, so it says from 14 to 16 minutes. So I'm going to time it for 12 minutes. Rather be safe than sorry, right? I don't want to put it on 14 to 16 minutes and then they be burnt. So I rather just, when it stops cooking at 12 minutes, I rather just keep checking on it. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I was trying to think, what can he eat with the muffin? I'm going to do some, his regular. I'm going to do some of his regular. We're going to have egg and beef bacon. Put some muffins in his bowl. Hopefully he likes it. Hopefully the muffins come out good, because when he said muffins, I was like, that's a new one. Usually Baby Cinco be like grilled cheese or pancakes. Muffins? Blueberry muffins? Okay. Try it. That's all I can do, right? Is try. That's all I can do. The reason why I'm pacing back and forth, because I don't know exactly how I want to do this. Do I want to put the bacon in here and go ahead and cook the bacon down and then drop my eggs? Because the eggs don't take long at all to cook. Buenos dias, buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias, muy bien, gracias. Y usted, y usted. Just a little español for you. You know, whatever. Just a little español for you this morning. Started off kind of high and then I turn it down. Because I'm on the gas stove. And the gas stove cooks so fast. I know people be like, why she having issues with her smoke detector and all that. I'm not used to being on the gas stove. I told y'all I didn't even really want a gas stove. I don't know if y'all know or not, but if you're new to my channel, I think I said it in another live. I didn't want a gas stove because I got too many kids in the house, and that kind of scares me a little bit to know that they can turn the gas on, especially the ones that was just learning how to cook. I don't want them to turn the gas on and don't light it, and then catastrophe, smelling gas in the house. I just, it was just a little scary for me. But my mother-in-law wanted a gas stove, so when she came to visit, they got a gas stove. So what mother-in-law wants, mother-in-law gets, right? Especially when she helps you with the kids and cook and don't even want you to step a foot in your kitchen. My mother-in-law would literally come here and want me to just sit down. But that's why we got a gas stove. Good morning, buenos dias, buenos dias. Boss Lady Denise. Yep, my mother-in-law wanted a gas stove, and we ended up getting the gas stove, and I actually liked it after a while, but it took me some getting used to as far as not being so jumpy when the older kids was trying to cook. But if I hear that tick 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 too long, I get a little nervous, y'all. I be like, what you in there doing? What you in there doing? I be coming behind them checking like, are you okay? I'm gonna turn it down there, y'all, because like I said, this gas stove cooks so fast. I was missing my little electric stove for a long time. I was like, my electric stove don't do all this. You can take your time and cook or whatever. You can take your time on the gas stove too, but please believe, gas stove, it's gonna cook fast. It's gonna cook fast. My muffins got 7 minutes, y'all, and then we will have a moment of truth. So that way, if the muffins don't come out good, we'll still have time to cover up before baby Cinco is ready for school. He wanted muffins. I'm trying to do muffins in a silicone pan for the first time. I I usually use my silicone stuff to make like little candy type stuff. But we gonna see. We gonna see. I've never used my silicone to bake. But somebody told me you could bake in your silicone pan, just don't grease it. We'll see. I still want to take a sneak peek. Okay, I'm gonna turn my bacon down. And yes, this is still my beef bacon. What's the point of having eggs if it ain't gonna be good and buttery and cheesy? We like our eggs buttery and cheesy in this house. If you don't like yours that way, that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. But as for me in my house, we shall eat some buttery, cheesy eggs. They're tasty that way. Now, I say this every time I crack my eggs. Don't y'all laugh at how I crack my eggs. Y'all know my hand's shaking and I've been on that program now. I wonder how long I've been on program, now that I think about it. It's been some months now. Yeah, it's been months. Let's see, because I got my transplant in October. And I didn't start the program immediately, like right after. I think I started my program maybe the first week of November. My transplant was October 18th. So that's going to be my rebirth day. I've been looking at some other videos where people went through their leukemia journey. And that's actually one of the reasons why I sat and watched YouTube a lot when I was in the hospital, is because I actually found some people on YouTube that was really talking about their journey for real and not just telling you they had leukemia and then leave you hanging. Y'all, if you start telling us something about your journey or something like that, don't leave us hanging, because now everybody in the comments is like, are they okay? They not answering your comments. They not, you know, giving you an update on, well, how are you doing now? I said, you know what? I can't do that to people. Um, because I don't want them to think the wrong thing. So one person responded by in the comments by saying, if you want to know my update, go to my Facebook or something like that. It's like they send you somewhere else. Me, I'm not on Facebook. So I don't know. But so somebody else, what they did was they went to their Facebook page and they saw the update and everything, and they came back to the same video and just posted the update in the comment section. And I was so appreciative of that, because I was like, I don't like when I start getting into somebody's journey and I'm really praying for them and cheering them on, and then they just kind of leave me hanging. I'm like, so what happened? So when I started really documenting my journey, at first I used to just dance around and be like, this is what I'm feeling from leukemia, or this is what happened, or I would say this is the medication that I'm on. But I wouldn't really go into detail until after I got hospitalized. Then that's when I started watching other people, and I was like, maybe I should give more information. Maybe I should really show what really goes down with leukemia. Because I've actually had some people accuse me of making up the whole thing. Like, you don't have leukemia because you're dancing around. Is that who I think it is? If it is, I have to read your comment. Minister Terry Jones, welcome in. You know I have to read your comments. I could see Boss Lady was saying good morning, and I was wondering, like, who is this? Thank you for coming in, Minister Terry Jones. I always see you in other people's lives and in the comments, and I always make it my business to read your comment, because sometimes you share like a song to listen to, and believe it or not, I go and look up the song that you I'm into music a lot, so if you recommend a song in somebody's chat or whatever, I'll go look it up. But yeah, as I was saying, I just I wanted to give more detail as to what I was going through, because since I was dancing around and stuff in my earlier videos when I still had hair, I had a lot of hair, but so I was dancing around and people were saying, like, you don't really have leukemia, you're doing this for attention. How are you dancing around? Let me tell y'all something. Just because somebody got cancer don't mean they want to sit and mope around. Some of us, we have our moments, but we don't want to sit in it. We don't want it to completely take over our lives. Some of us, you know, some people may want to, and that's on them. However they decide to tackle their situation, that's up to them. But me personally, and I'm not just going to say me, it's a few of us, because once you're in the bone marrow unit, you kind of get to know other people, because you're stuck there. You can't really be close with other people, because you can't like shake hands. You can't, well, they said you can't shake hands, but I think one day I shook hands with somebody, but I just went back to the room and washed my hands and stuff. But we're basically all under quarantine, but you get to know other people in the hallways and stuff when you're doing your 7 laps. Some people discuss what they're going through, some people don't. They just kind of look like they're zombies or something, and I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to like just let it zap me, just take all my energy. I'm gonna let it bake for a little bit longer, y'all. But at the same time, I did feel a little bit disappointed with the way society has gotten now. It's gotten to the point where uh, people want you to be in a bad place. People want to see you struggling and hurting. I was amazed at the amount of people that were upset that I was being joyous in a moment that was so devastating. It was devastating for me as far as people around me. A lot of people were okay with me being sick because they felt like for any reason they felt like I was a know-it-all, or for some people they felt like I'm mean, which I'm not, just because I may have told them no if they asked for something, or I can't do it right now. So at that point I was considered mean, but whatever. With all that being said, some people wanted to see me just hurt and down and out and just bad off. And I decided to go another route with it and show the world the type of God that I serve. And in doing so, I had a lot of conversations with the Most High at night while I was by myself. Mr. Terry Jones giving some suggestions. Okay. So I decided to go a different route with it, and once I prayed about it, of course, and really got into my word deeper. I used to just read the Bible because it was just something we did at church. Read the Bible verses that they gave us when we go home. They used to give us verses to read over through the week and stuff like that, and I used to just kind of read it blindly, really. And once I started really getting into my word and really studying the word and being more prayerful and having that deep, heartfelt conversation with the Most High. And I think it was the fact that I came to him with a sincere heart, and I just was really wanting to know, like, why does it always seem like the bad guy always wins? Why does it always seem like the ones who are truly trying to find you and truly trying to live a good life and trying to be a good person, why does it seem like we get the short end of the stick? And in that moment when I was trying to, really do some really deep soul searching, that's when I saw how society is. Society really wanted to see me down and out. Like I said, I actually had people that was like, why are you dancing? Why are you smiling if you have cancer? If you have leukemia, why are you being so happy? Why not? You really would prefer to see me down and out and sad. What is it? You really want to see me hurting. I actually had people that were mad when I got out of the hospital. Like, they was disappointed that I made it. They were disappointed that I made it. And that hurt me for a moment. It hurt me for a moment. But I didn't stay in that hurt. I was just accepting it as it came, because I felt like that was God's way of showing me. That was God's way of showing me before he blessed me. Every time I felt hurt, for some reason, it wouldn't even be 2 days. I'm telling y'all, that's how quick God works. I'm telling y'all. If you don't believe me, try them for yourself. I would receive a blessing right after I've been hurt. I would receive blessings that was like, you wouldn't even expect it. some people here on YouTube have blessed me, and they don't even know how much it meant to me. Um, and I know for a fact that they don't want to be called out or named or anything like that, but something in my heart wanted me to express in some type of way my thanks, because it's tough. It's tough when people think you're lying about your situation. People thought that I was telling a story about the pain that I was feeling in my bones. People thought that I was just searching for attention. And if you know me personally, then you would know that I always have been like kind of goofy. I always admit it. I'm the nerd of my family. I'm like the weird one. So I always have been a little goofy. I always have like making people laugh. I love watching my family laugh and dance and, have fun like that. I love going to certain events because that's where I get my joy. My joy comes from watching other people happy. And I know it might sound weird, but that's just who I am. I have to cover this so I can read y'all comments real good. That's so true. You can't change other people. You are so correct. And see, that's why I like reading reading y'all comments. I like reading certain people comments. I like reading Boss Lady Denise. I like reading Minister Terry Jones. I like reading certain people comments, but if you're new to my channel, if I see you a couple of times, then you'll notice that I'll start to respond more. But if I see you one time and you say something kind of sideways, I don't read it. I just kind of question it. Oh, you are right. The joy of the Lord will make you dance. It will make you want to move. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Even when I was going through my darkest days, I would just I would talk to the Most High in the morning about it. And some of you know that I would get up in the morning to do my walk around the unit. Y'all, it's the moment of truth. I think they could be. I think they could be a little bit more brown. I don't want to chance it, so I'm gonna keep it like this. Minister Terry Jones, this is my first time making muffins in a silicone thing, so we testing it out. But you are absolutely right. It's the joy that he gives when you ask him for it. Like I always have said to my parents, like I really believe in my heart of heart that yes, God already knows your heart. He knows your intentions, but I think he really takes a special notice to the ones that reach out to him and acknowledge him and are not ashamed of him. So I feel like by me constantly, ever since I was a kid, always praying and reaching out to him. And they say don't question, but as a kid, I was the kid that would actually be like, so you mean to tell me this happened? This happened? I questioned the Bible really. And my answer would come. So now I'm a little confused as to why they say don't question him, because when I question him, that's when I get answers. That's when it feels like he's showing me different signs in different ways. Like he answers me. So I think his thing is acknowledge him. And that means you know that he is who he say he is. He is the great I am. So it's like if I'm acknowledging him and going to him for answers and not man, I don't know. But I try not to question when things happen. But sometimes I do. Like, I do get in my feelings because I talk to him just like I'm talking to y'all. I talk to the Most High just like right here in the physical because I feel like he's here with me. So that's what it is. So we're gonna let that cool down, y'all. I didn't mean to start rambling, but I always start rambling. But that's why I wanted to start documenting my journey a little bit better, y'all. Because when I was in the hospital and I used to watch some people who battled leukemia, they would kind of leave you hanging, or either they would kind of direct you somewhere else because they want to try to make money off of it. Now, you have some people that will do that. They see that people click on it waiting for something bad for you to, for something bad to happen to you. They're clicking on it. Yeah, you're getting the views, but you're getting the views and what else? I don't want people viewing me to watch me pass, to watch me go, or to watch my end. I want people to watch me and be inspired and know that if you're going through this, you can get through it too. Trust me, I had a lot going on with me when they put me in the hospital. A lot. And if I can make it through, I just want to let people know, stay encouraged. No matter what's going on. He'll make it all right. Let me stop. Start acting like my daddy. My daddy, he used to sing all the time. I'm so hurt my daddy don't sing no more. So we're going to check on these muffins. I don't know if I want to... Should I try it now, y'all? Oh, should I try it? We gonna try. And if they don't come out right, we're not gonna tell Baby Cinco, okay? But he said, my baby said he wants some muffins. We're gonna try the greased one first. Whoop, whoop. Well, I'm just old school. I can't do everything with mitts on. I can't. Oh, that one a little, So you probably do need to grease it. Because the two that's greased, they pop right on out. I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but the two that was greased. So whoever said you don't have to grease the silicone, I'm going to show y'all the ones that are not greased, and y'all will see what I'm talking about. See, that's why I'm glad I did that little experiment, because now I know. The ones that I sprayed down pop right on out with no problem. And look at that. The ones that I didn't spray, those are the ones that got like a little left behind. But there you have it. There's Baby Cinco's breakfast. And I'm going to go upstairs and make sure he is finished getting ready. I really appreciate y'all sitting and listening to me ramble. Sometimes when you're going through this, you feel like nobody understands you. And like I said, I went through this thing where I felt like people just wanted to tune in just to see me, go through hard times, and they really didn't appreciate me dancing around and saying I got cancer. But that was it's hard to come to the realization that that's the way you grab people's attention now. I had to jump around and dance to get some people to understand that leukemia is real. And sometimes you can have it in your body and not even know it. I was working 12-hour shifts, standing, doing security, walking around a warehouse, doing my guard tours. And I just knew I was constantly hurting. I just thought it was my age or something. And then I started getting bruises. I remember that was around my daughter's 16th birthday, and I just remember standing in my bathroom looking at all the bruises on my arms and on my legs, and I was like, God, if something is about to happen to me, not on my daughter's birthday. I did not want her to live with that saying something happened to her mom on her birthday. So I remember that happening, and I remember after I had the boys, I had a heart attack, and there was just so much going on. I had to jump around and dance and put on my videos asking people to get their labs done. I had to put on my videos while I'm dancing and smiling that leukemia is real. I had to put on my videos while I was dancing and smiling, telling y'all I'm going through depression. I'm going to dance my way through this depression. But that was my way of grabbing people's attention, because I want to let everybody know that blood cancer exists. People are so busy concentrating on just breast cancer, which breast cancer is very serious as well. But there are other cancers out there that can sneak up on you because you're just only concentrating on one thing. When I tell y'all, listen to your body, listen to your body. Speak up for yourself. If people are telling you, oh no, you don't have to get this checked out till you're such and such age, or oh no, you don't need a complete lab workup done because this look good. I had my last set of twins when I was 41 years old, and I thought I was going through the change. And I told that doctor what I was feeling. At first, she just stood in front of me with that little folder in her hand, and she would just talk to me. And then I just went ahead and told her, I said, ma'am, the last time I was feeling this way, I was pregnant with twins. That's exactly what I told the doctor. I said, the last time I was feeling this way, I was pregnant with twins. But at the time, I thought, I'm 41 years old. I must be going through the change. So when I said, ma'am, the last time I felt this way, I was pregnant with twins, that's when she got a little bit more serious. And then right after I said that, the nurse came in and gave her the results from my sample that I gave when I first came in. And she said, I need you to come right back immediately Monday morning to get an ultrasound. And that's when I found out I was having another set of twins. So yeah, life has been a roller coaster. But if I gotta jump around and dance and just put the words up on the screen to get people to understand, to take care of their health, and to speak up for themselves, and to learn how to say no. If you're like me and you're that type of person that's always doing for everybody else, you're always there for everybody else. If they have a celebration or event, you're trying to decorate, you're trying to help prepare food, you're serving, you're picking up, you're dropping off. If you're that type of person, first of all, God bless your heart. And I'm serious when I say that. Second of all, don't forget about you in the process. Don't forget about you. Because, like, when I was in the bone marrow unit, they had to tell me. And when they told me, I took it to heart. They said, if you pour everything out of you, then you have nothing left for yourself. And the way they was explaining it to me, they was like, if you keep just constantly being there for everybody else, if you run yourself down to the point where you're no longer here, where you're no longer of assistance, then they'll have nothing. They'll have nobody. They won't have mama no more. And when they said that, it hit me like a ton of bricks. They said, we know you're always talking about your kids. My 7 kids, when I was in the hospital, I was always talking about my 7 kids. And they said, we know you're always talking about your kids, but we need you to take care of you right now. Because if you don't take care of you, they'll have no more mama. And I love the fact that my doctors and my PAs were very honest with me when I was in there. My PAs, I loved them. I fell in love with the PAs, y'all. I really fell in love with my PAs. And they were like my best of friends when I was in there. But I love the fact that they was honest with me. They were very honest with me. Yeah, I know I'm reading Minister Terry John's comments. Yes, boss lady. They was awesome. When I tell you I love honest people, I love people who are willing to hear you out. Cause when I first came in, I just was like, they just gonna send me home. I'm getting tired of hurting. They're gonna send me home. I'm tired of people sending me home, and I know something is wrong with me. When I was sent to that particular hospital, and I found out it was one of the top hospitals for leukemia, and I knew I had leukemia, but every time I had an emergency, it was being shrugged off. I went to that particular hospital and I said, they just gonna send me home. They just gonna send me home. I told them what my symptoms were, and they were on it. They were on it. They was like, how long have you been feeling the rib pain? How long have you been feeling the hip pain? I said, for a while. And I actually showed one of my old videos. I said, see this video right here? I had been hurting for a week. I had been in like excruciating pain. And they was like, and you was up dancing? I said, yeah. They said, well, we're happy to see that you were dancing and everything, but you're in a lot of pain because your white blood cell count is over 26,000. I mean, not 26, 96,000. My white blood cell count, excuse me, y'all, was over 90 something thousand. Way too high. Meaning the cancer had spread. It had gotten worse. I had went from having chronic myeloid leukemia in the accelerated phase to being in the blast phase. So I just want y'all to know, if you are having any issues, please, please, please get checked out. And above all, whatever you believe in, hold tight to it. I personally feel that you need to follow the Most High. I personally feel like now is the time to pull your spiritual life together and hold tight to it. Don't let nobody shake you. Don't let nobody, I don't care who it is, don't let nobody make you feel bad for loving the Lord. Don't make nobody make you feel bad for being joyous in your hard times. Smile. Play a little music. Dance around. Because the Most High is with you forever. And it's up to us to show the world how good He is. And with that being said, let me go ahead and make sure Baby Cinco is finishing getting ready. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm about to leave out though. I hope y'all can catch the replay. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for listening to me rambling on and on. But until next time, I'm going to see y'all later on today. Y'all know I like to do a few lives back to back because I don't like to edit. But anyway, until next time, gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.